Now, put your thumb on it, on the dial.
I am.
Okay.
Just be this thumb, and then hold that.
Thumb on dial. Your access to
already
Siri.
went to
Just hold them together. Who cares about Siri?
No, I need to send this, then you can teach me
just
later.
calm down.
No, this is important. Don't tell me to calm down.
You're in the middle of the show.
I don't care if
The
I'm
thumb
in the
and the
middle of
power.
the show.
Look, just put
The
it on
thumb and the power. No, I'm in the middle of the show, and I get what I want. Let me send it, then you can teach me. I get what I want.
the thumb and the power button.
Yeah, the thumb and the power. All right.
The thumb on the dial.
Okay. So we need to go
put
to
the thumb. Put your thumb on the dial. You're so frustrating.
You are.
Put the thumb on the dial. See, you're messing it up. You got to do this for the show, sweetie.
Okay.
You're taking too much time.
All right, that's fine.
Put your thumb on the dial.
I am.
Okay, you set the thumb on the dial? Okay, very good. Now, the next thing you do is the power button. At the same time. Now let go of them.
Just fucking send it.
Here.
No.
look,
Now
look,
I
I'll
don't need to
show
go
you.
on any videos. I can figure it out.
Just hold the camera. Just hold the camera.
No, don't be posting
Hold the
this
camera like this. Okay. Look through it. Okay.
shit.
Okay.
You don't
This is
need to
just here. Let's do something. Okay.
No, you already have it saved. Send it to my brother so he knows, and then I'm going to type that the phone number doesn't work. I'm sure he knows the phone number didn't work. If the phone number didn't work, why didn't he tell me? He thinks he's a Spectre Gadget. He thinks I'm the loser sister, loser Linda, loser Lucas. Come on. I'm sorry, no offense.
Okay. All right. Look. Look. Just film it. Okay. You take your thumb. Okay, because Linda's not being a good model today. The thumb. Can you film? Just film. Can you focus on me?
I can focus on you.
Do you see the thumb?
Yeah, I see the fucking thumb.
That's the dial.
I mean the thumb. Yes. Hold it.
Right?
It's not going to recognize it because it's not my
Then
thumb
you're
on
going to
the
take your
iPhone.
finger and put it on the power.
Okay. Well,
Nope,
sorry.
you're not filming. Okay? Thumb.
He needs to go to work. He's
Look,
upsetting me.
thumb on dial, finger on power. Okay?
All right.
Now, you have to film this.
I am.
Then you let go.
I don't have an answer.
That's Siri. Siri will fight with you. Now watch. Nope, film this.
Shh. It's okay.
I didn't get that.
Okay?
Try tapping a
So
button.
don't let Siri fight. So hit the power button first, then the thumb.
I got that. Fight power with power.
Right. So if you get the thumb. Okay. Same time.
Okay.
Then let go.
All right, cool.
All right. You got to get through Siri to do it.
Okay, gotcha.
Then when you get it done,
No, I
you
need
hit
to
this
go
button
to my
right here,
email. I need to go to my email to
and you
send
hit
it.
done. We kind of did it. Now hit save to file. Hit save to file, the top one. No, that's the other one. All right.
No, I did this.
And that window stays dirty. When they throw things at me, I keep it on my car for a while. Right? As a reminder that these guys need to behave. It's a lot of traffic. It's a cleaner window right here. Very clean. Very clean. Very nice. That's Lynch. He talks to me telepathically. David Lynch has directed this whole thing telepathically. Because he always wanted to do a documentary, he told me.
The date today is the 26th.
He said, everything's scripted. I said, no. No, it's right there. The Spiritus Mundi is alive in my hand. And this hand too. And it takes over immediately. It's immediate. Don't worry about meditating or anything. Just throw all that away. That's a big, long thing. Meditate later for fun. This is serious improv. You can meditate, every once in a while, but it's not all one thing. It's not all meditation and script writing. Sometimes it's just right there and it just appears. Right, kitty? Sometimes it's just right there and it just appears. Right, kitty? A time for lessons in filmmaking. Lessons in filmmaking. All right. The French classify a feature film 5,200 feet long on celluloid film. So Quentin Tarantino gets to cheer. He's all, yay! That's what the French classify. It's actual celluloid film, 5,200. That's the feet. It's like 40 minutes or something. About 40 minutes long, and it becomes a feature. America is different. They are different. A feature is sometimes 75 minutes to 210 minutes or longer. And it's a motion picture that can be on digital or celluloid. So the French and the Americans are different. If you're an American, you can make a film with your video camera. As long as it's 75 minutes or more, you got yourself a feature. According to David Lynch, you need 70 note cards. Those are ideas. Then you get yourself a movie. You get a cast, and the whole cast is perfect. Everyone that shows up is your cast, and they're all perfect. Even if you get the 17th one, if I get Adam the Woo and the Carpetbagger, Jordan the Lion, Grim Life Collective, and Scott on tape, I got myself a big cast. They're out there doing it all day. Now, the script is important, but they've made movies, even narratives, without a script. I got a message from Farmers Tomorrow. Okay, that's that thing. So the French see it as film celluloid, and America sees it as anything. It can be digital. I gotta get this out of the way. It can be digital, it can be anything. Video, digital, celluloid, whatever you want it. It doesn't have to just be like regular film. But they want it to be about 75 minutes. Now, if you do it 40 minutes or more, that could be a feature. That's why when you're uploading your 40-minute long edited vlog, it has a little bit of trouble. Because they know that could be a film. And they want to review it. See, is that like Godard? Does that mean it's a film? What classifies a feature film? It's not an exact science. I got another message. It's important. With the French, they like that celluloid. They like the illusion of the film going a lot of pictures. So Quentin Tarantino has a point about the 35 millimeter. He likes the French. I don't mind the French. I think sometimes their legs are hairy. Stella Adler likes the French. Marlon Brando liked the French because Stella Adler went to France to study with Stanislavski, to study acting. So the French know what they're doing. Marcel Marceau was from France. He was from Paris. So they know what they're doing. But you can still make your film on digital. I personally believe that anything you make that's a motion picture on anything is a film, with or without sound. With sound, it helps. So if you make a film, now I believe in what's called a mini short. It's like anywhere between a few seconds to maybe 10 minutes. It's called a mini short. A mini short film. I talked about it on my Samsung. The mini short film is important. It's like a few seconds, or it could be like 10 minutes. A short film is probably going to be 20 minutes and longer. That's debatable. A feature is probably going to be 40 minutes or longer. Maybe 75 minutes or longer, up to 210 minutes or longer. Your feature is probably going to be a time thing. The short is going to be like a time thing. We got some guys working. All right. This is probably a mini short within a longer short possible feature on some cases. I may have done like 20 or 30 features so far. We don't know yet, but we've got some stuff here too. These are probably, they're working with the city I've done this kind of stuff in Long Beach. It's a California thing. They're probably working off a ticket. Anyway, don't worry about it. I'll get back to you. David Lynch has collaborated with Mark Frost or something like that. His name was Frost. That's how he got Twin Peaks. He created that with another person, which could be his masterpiece. I think it was Mark Frost, some kind of production company. Remember, mini shorts or features you can collaborate too. And the cast that you get is wonderful. It's the best cast you can get. Whether the first, second, third, or the 17th choice, or the 20th choice, or the 21st, or the 27th choice, they're the best. They're the best cast that you could get, right? They show up out of nowhere and they're just there. That's the cast. Then the movie happens, right? You got the script. You can read the script all day long. You can mail the script to all million of your subscribers and they can read it all day long, but the script is never the movie. Because the script is only paper. It doesn't move around all. The script is never the movie. It's only paper. But it counts. When you're anal retentive, you got to have that script and you can meditate on it all day long. You know what? You can go to bed with the script. You can snuggle up with it all day long. Put it under your pillow. But it doesn't do anything on its own. The movie comes alive like an organism. But don't let the buttholes get you down. Because they're political. So you just keep doing it. And you say, well, thank you, Mr. David Lynch, for helping. You know, and he's like, no problem. And you say, that's very nice. Very nice. And then you just move on. The membership on filmmaking has been canceled to everybody. There's no longer private filmmaking clubs. Blacklisted is a .com site. So if you're blacklisted, that's cool as hell. Because there's a whole blacklisted site you can go on. It's called Blacklisted. It's a screenplay site. If you're a filmmaker, go to blacklisted.com. They're great. You tell them, I'm blacklisted. They say, wonderful, you come to the right area. We want you to be that way. You can register for free. All right? The whole thing is Vacation Bible School. Freedom Fellowship is filmmaking.
Hi, how are you?
All right, so don't ever assume anything. But when you wake up in the morning and you say you're a filmmaker, the filmmaker begins. And when this kind of stuff happens, right? Because he follows you around at Taco Bell. And when you wake up and you're like, I'm a filmmaker, it begins. You turn the camera on, then you have become a master. Right whenever you turn the camera on, you have mastered it immediately. If the camera's off, then you have failed. Right? Because a lot of people, they'll sit at a baseball stadium and Adam the Woo will sit there for 5, maybe 6 hours nonstop feeling his cannon. He's touching his cannon. He's feeling it. And he's nonstop filming. The guy next to him isn't. So who's the filmmaker? It's Adam the Woo. Because he's got 5 hours of a baseball game and the other guy doesn't. Did he need a script? No. He didn't need one at that moment. They didn't go and mail him a script at that moment. But his stuff is probably better than Lynch at times. Right? And Lynch is like, this is really good. Why? Because he sat there for 5 hours filming everything. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now, it'll all make sense in the editing room. When you go, hey, I don't need that bird. I need the bird over there. I don't need that nacho pack. I'm going to replace that with a pizza. The guy with the baseball hat, I'm going to edit him out, and it's going to have a cowboy hat. Right? Those are the kinds of things that you think about, right? Like, a little burp there. Needed it at that time. Because it had to happen. Godard goes, that's not exactly right. And Lynch goes, no way, he has to have the script. And I say, you know what? Come to my house? Nah, I probably wouldn't do that, but I don't need your paint, right? You go paint all day long. You can paint a bird. You can go get a bird and paint it. Sit down and watch some Hitchcock Psycho. What did you say?
Huh?
It's going to be the name I gave you. You remember? Yep. I'm going to go pick it up. Hang on. Yeah, it's windy. All right, he's really quick. He just handed it to me. Didn't have to hit me or nothing, right? That can happen. You can go through a drive-through and you can get your food and not get assaulted. It happens. Most of the time. 1 out of 1,000 times, maybe 1 out of 10,000, there's some punk that wants to take a swing at some famous guy. That can happen. You got to watch out. Like what Spike Lee says, do whatever you got to do. Well, I mean, Spike Lee said do the right thing, but he also said do whatever you got to do to make the film. He said some harsh things about filmmaking, and that's just the way that the mentality is. You know, I think he said, what, rob, cheat, and steal. Borrow and steal. And do it quick. And run away. I think David Lynch lived on the set for Eraserhead. There's Charles Schwab. They could give me some money. We could get some big guys off of Charles Schwab. Right where I used to play when I was a little kid. I think he said that he lived on the set of Eraserhead. He lived on it for 5 years. It's a long time to make a film. He lived there and he ate there, worked at restaurants nearby. He doesn't even remember working at the restaurants. He threw newspapers right there in Beverly Hills. Everybody got their newspaper early in the morning. I don't even know if David Lynch got coffee then. He was drinking syrup from Frosty machines, from like Slurpee machine kind of things. This special syrup that was sugar. So he's living on whatever he could get a hold of. They'd bring him meals and they would nail the door shut, cover it, because that's big time illegal. And he was a vagrant living on set. And he just wanted Eraserhead. That's why it's probably one of the top 10 best films ever. It may pop up right here, it may not. But it's one of the best, because when you live on set for 5 years, it's gonna be pretty good. A pretty good one. Yeah, he slept near the camera at night. That was his gold mine. And he slept near the camera. You can kind of hear this thunder a little bit. But he slept right next to it. It was his little gold mine. And he didn't care, as long as the camera was okay. He did deal with the actor's hair. So the lead actor, he had a spray paint, not spray paint, that's the wrong word. The right word is hairspray. He would hairspray, I think he even would do it sometimes. They had a costume person that really knew how to do it. But he made sure the hair looked a certain way on the actor. That's how specific he was. For 5 years, they went with continuity. 5 years is a lot to do continuity, to make it. One time, the guy knocks on the door, 4 years go by or something like that. I think it was like 6 years in the making or something. Many years go by and then the guy enters into the next room. So Richard Linklater got jealous. He tried to do it with Boyhood and missed it. He missed it by a long shot. They weren't showing up in summers. He was there every day for 5 years. He lived on the set for 5 years. Linklater didn't. He'd go home and have some Taco Bell. But that's okay. Hear it? Remember Caddyshack where the lightning strikes him? Don't say GD. Watch out for the lightning! They're gonna watch out for the lightning because you heard thunder. Boy, that made them mad. Those Republicans with their golf swing, they got all their wives trapped with the Bible. Chained to the Bible at night. Soccer mom, blonde hair. She's on her phone. She's ripping it up. Right? She's got like $3 million in a Charles Schwab account. Those golfers know her by name. She's mean. Exterminator. He makes about $60,000, $70,000 a year spraying down those bushes. Big time money. And nobody cares. Look at this. I'm going to get it. Because you wanted one. Beach ball hurricane scene. Got thousands of views very quickly. It was raining outside. We had no idea. It's still getting attention. A little movie we made very quickly called The Filmmakers. It's about Rainy Love and Irby Keller. Very good. And the Hurricane Beach Ball sequence was the first daily. It's a beautiful film. And I leave it exactly like it needs to be. Exactly.